Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Figs. We got some pickups, we got some eBay hauls, we got some of those figures that makes you ask, Hero Figs, where'd you get them figures? eBay. Well, most of them eBay. Of course, if not eBay, you guys know, Ringside Collectibles. Discount code HERO always takes care of me. But enough about that. I say we get this one open. I think this might be the animal. What animal? Are you talking about the animal that we find in the forest? No, I am talking about, is it this one? It is. I have no idea. Actually, you know what? It is. It's the animal that they call Batista. Elite, of course. This is one of the last figures, actually, to make up that Elite collection of the Batistas. And Batista is really in there. Alright, so here is the animal. And this was, I believe, Elite Series 11. It was one of the really early figures for Batista. This is but the thing is, though, even though it might have been in the earlier Elite lines, this was later on in the career. I think this was 2000. It was either 2010 or 2011 that he had this this style of attire. As you can see, I mean, the man, he started out with tats. You know, he started out with the tat in the back and some on the arms, but then the man went crazy with it, like all over. He got the full-on sleeves on both arms. Man, this is fine. Also on the back, I know that when he first initially started, he just had the one dragon with a little bit of tribal design around it. But no, I mean, towards the end, if you guys don't follow this man, you should. This guy's awesome. His overall career with Evolution, just him as an individual, man, this guy is lit. But yeah, he had added a lot more, like, by the shoulder blades right there. I think it's got, like, the same style of dragon that we're seeing on the back right there. Such a cool, I don't know how I feel about the skin. Maybe because it's got a bunch of smudges up top. So, not the best of condition, but it makes sense, you know. It is a really old figure. I think it's probably 7. It could be 7 years old, and I understand Hero Figs. Why are we watching videos with old figures? Why not, man? Look, I've been on the channel, what is it, a little over 2 years now, and there was a lot of stuff that I missed out on. In all these years that Mattel has been putting out these figures, you go back and you start to see some of the stuff that they had earlier on. I was like, man, I can't believe I missed out on that, because prior to that, it was Jakks, and then I was like, man, I gotta eventually come around to Mattel, and when I did, every single Jakks figure in the WHF collection eventually turned into a custom. That's another thing about the channel. If you're new to the channel, man, go check it out. We actually like to do a lot of customs. Yes, 3MB. Oh my gosh. This is the one that actually, okay, it's not an Elite, that's fine. You know what? It's cool. I actually wanted this for a custom for the scan. A lot of people have used this for one of two things. A, you can make a Young Bucks. I think you can make, is it Matt? I'm pretty sure it's Matt Jackson. Or B, you can make like a current attire. You might have already seen it on the channel. It all depends. Again, when I decide to upload some of these videos, they're kind of all over scattered. But it's fine. You know what? We're still having fun. So this is 3MB. I don't want to get too much into detail. This is actually one of the worst runs for Drew McIntyre. It was him, Jinder Mahal, and who was the third member? I think it was it Heath? Was it Heath Slater, or was it? It was Heath Slater. And it's funny, like, Heath Slater is the only, or he still has a job, so at least we can give him that. But he's the only member from 3MB that really hasn't done anything. Now, this one right here, this is Cesaro from Series 23. All the other ones in the line, we got Taker, Cena, Macho Man, JBL, and Triple H, and of course all the other attributes and accomplishments that the Cesaro, no, hold on, what was his nickname? He used to have a nickname back then. Oh, that's right, they put the tape underneath here. Someone drop it in the comment section. I know, all right, they called him by his full name. They started out calling him by his full name, and then they just cut it to his last name, but he had another nickname. Think. Oh, I am drawing a blank. You know, it's cool. We got him. I think this might have been the very first time in the line for the Elite line for him. I think we got him in the basic before we had gotten this one. And this one right here, you're getting a lot of stuff, man. We're getting the U.S. title. The cool thing about this U.S. title versus the one that you most likely have in your collection is that this is the one with the scratch logo. I mean, any other title, any U.S. title that's been put out as of recent or within the last year or two, it does have the new style of logo. So nice to have this scratched logo. I actually used to have it, but I think I had given it away in a trade, which, you know, oh my gosh, I regretted it. I was like, man, I really need one for my Cenas. Here's the Old Faithful right there, the red, white, and blue. Let's see if we can get one of these guys. Well, Batista, you want to hold it? Sure, man. Why not, Hero Figs? After all, I am feeling a little bit of red, a little bit of white, and a little bit of blue. Look at that thing just flaring. It actually does flare, too. That's cool. Now, Cesaro right here. See, I don't get it. Why did he not wear knee pads from the get-go? I mean, he's wearing knee pads now, but what was the whole thing with these things around his upper thighs? I never really understood that. That was my question when Cesaro had made his debut on the main roster. I'm like, dude, you need to start doing some protection. And what kind of protection do these really give you? Seriously, man. Like, these things are pointless. I don't know. Maybe he gets a lot of Charlie horses or some kind of, you know, thigh cramps. But here is the man they call Cesaro. Where's the Cesaro swing? Where is it, man? We'll put the belt on him. That way we can see what the man... Yeah, this is when he won the U.S. title. This is from U.S. title run. And I think the reason why he comes with Old Faithful... Again, it's been a while since, you know, I watched some of these matches from this era. But I think what it was is that it was like... Oh, yeah, that's right. Here's another one. I think what it was is that he was kind of like this he's not from the U.S., but I think he was like anti-American or anti... Again, I'm going to have to go back to the WWE Network to find out exactly what he was doing during that time. Is there anything else? That is it. Now, this one right here, this is actually going to tie in with the figure that we're going to take a look at after this one right here. This one did come. There is one more accessory, and I think it was the CM Punk mask that came with this figure. And this is when he was feuding. Pretty sure this was right around the time. Either it was this one or the Elite prior to that. But one of them came with a CM Punk, like the ringside exclusive style of mask that we got with that one from the Straight Edge Society. This one came with the shirt right there. And this is the thing that's going to distinguish this Big Show from all the others. I mean, if you look at a lot of the Elite Big Shows that they made prior to this, a lot of them just were pretty much the same. You know, up until recent when we got that Toys R Us exclusive Fan Central. So the shirt right here, this is one figure that I wanted complete. I guess that one too. That one is going to be slightly different. Right there, it says "Go Big." Shouldn't there be more to that? Shouldn't it be like "Go Big" or "Go Home"? Right there, it says "Knockouts." Knockouts served daily. So if you're wondering what the Big Show had for lunch that day, if you're wondering what the man likes to eat, right there, man, he loves to serve knockouts. Where's your restaurant though, Big Show? Here's another one. Here's another show from Series 28. This one is also coming with some accessories. It looks like a monitor and a stand, or something to hold that monitor. So we're gonna get this one out. Figures in this one is John Cena, Bray Wyatt. Oh, that's right. The tape was up top. They started with the tape on the bottom for the earlier lines, and then the tape went to the top, from the top of the turnbuckle. Bray Wyatt, Daniel Bryan. First time in the line, Demolition Crush. We needed that figure so bad. I can't stress to you how bad we needed that figure, because before that, we only had Axe and Smash, and they were in the Legends line. So when they released it in this line, I was so happy to complete, man. Like, them and the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, those guys have some really good memories. And the way that they put this in here is pretty tricky. It looks like you're going to have to break some of the plastic. Here is the stand that's going to... We'll take a look at the little accessory first, and then we'll take a look at the man they call... Well, it's the Big Show. Ooh, you know what? They put this in here to where it's like the only way you're getting it out is that if you turn it to the side and there's the Big Show. Well, not the Big Show, but his accessory. There it is. There's a stand. Why is Triple H on the monitor, dude? I think he might have been feuding with the man during that time, but that's Triple H right there. That's an actual... You know, it would have been awesome if they actually, instead of like... doing like a printout of like Triple H himself. What if they just did a printout of the actual figure? Because I mean, if you're having figure matches and you want to throw your opponent into that monitor, it's gonna be a little bit unrealistic if the character in the monitor looks different from the character that you're playing with. Here is here is Big Show right there. See, this one I was actually a fan of, because I mean, most of them were just a solid either black or really, yeah, there was really only black. But this one, they actually added some blue to it. Again, some nice blue arrows pointing up to that hand. The MDM, or Weapon of Mass Destruction, as well as the choke slam, right? And, oh gosh, I think it was a Toys R Us exclusive that we finally got that. And it was just like, it was a long time coming. Whoa, check out these boots though, man. These boots are actually really, really nice. These are not your standard black boots that we see on a lot of the big shows. These are actually like a gray with like a blue shoelace. The knee pads too. I think these knee pads might be exclusive to the big show. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive because, I mean, anything, it was usually like any other knee pads before this was like those long style ones that we saw with Batista. The scan right here, getting a pretty good beard game. This beard on the big show, I mean, the Fan Central still has it by a mile, but still, really nice figure. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.